And over. Beautiful. Here we are this morning at Forever Green Stables in Glen Robertson. And Christine Allard is with us. And so now we're going to talk a little bit about your rescues. This one out here, Lenny Kravitz being one of them.
That's right. He's probably what we consider the most famous rescue. I think everybody and his uncle has heard about Lenny. Lenny comes from Quebec somewhere, and he had been thrown out of 4 barns for aggressiveness.
Wow.
And in fact, I'd gone to another rescue who immediately said they wanted him euthanized because he was that dangerous. So we took him on for refuge R&R and said, listen, we'll do what we can and go from there. And Jennifer now owns him. She is eventing him, which is in competitiveness, and she is doing dressage. She's field hunting him, and she's having a ball with him, and he's been awesome. But he just was a misunderstood horse, and we just needed to figure out where the buttons were and teach him, you know, the ins and outs of what he was allowed and not allowed to do with people.
You're like the horse whisperer.
Yeah, I don't know about that. We do what we can.
Yeah, but do you think it's really about them just, I mean, they obviously made a connection. Is that really what's going on here?
Yes, they definitely made a connection. When he saw her right away, he fell in love with her. Now, that wasn't without some incidences. Jennifer had to learn the hard way that, you know, she still had to be boss and teach him that she had boundaries and he had to stay within those boundaries. But I think now they've understood each other and it's all good. He's not a mean horse. He was just, you know, he's actually a nervous, scared horse of other horses. So if he could pick on someone smaller, then we're it.
Right. Well, and she's very small. You're a tiny little thing. How tall are you?
5 feet.
About 5 feet. So what was it in you that wanted you to take on this horse that was considered by everyone to be so aggressive?
I was just looking for a horse, and Christine said that he would be a good horse for me, so
Yeah.
I just went with that.
Do you feel that connection that she's talking about with the horse?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. You feel like he understands you, you understand him?
Hello. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's go out there and show us your stuff, and then let's talk about this one.
Journey doesn't have such a colorful past. Journey was unfortunately the object of a divorce, and they needed a home. He was 5 years old and had never really done much of anything. And so he came here to be broken, which is put under saddle, and in which he's had now 3 months. And Amy came along, and we had her adopt him. So he's just learning his first horse show after 2 weeks under saddle, and he put 2 seconds in. 2 seconds. So he'll be showing this weekend, but at the low levels, just getting his feet wet.
Yeah. How long have you been riding, Amy?
I've been riding since I was 9, but I didn't start really seriously. It was just, you know, for fun.
Right.
And then,
You never had one particular horse that you were matched up with?
yeah, well, I had one horse, but it wasn't the best match.
So this is working out for you, obviously?
Yeah, he's great.
So on a daily basis, what sort of things do you do to bond with your horse?
I don't know, I brush him a lot. He really likes it, and I don't know, he was sort of shaggy when he came.
Yeah.
And I don't know, we do a lot of jumping. He seems to like it, so.
That's good. Okay, go show us your jumping. So let's talk. Obviously, I mean, some good situations that have come out of this. But I mean, with the line of work that you're in, you've been called into some pretty sad situations as well.
The refuge work is probably my easy work. I do some work, quite a bit of work with the SPCA, and we have been called in on some pretty nasty situations. One in particular was 35 or so horses in dire straits. And we actually were only able to pick up 10 that time, and we've placed them. Every one of them has been placed into a good home, of which Forever Green actually kept one of the horses that literally spent 6 weeks on the floor of my barn, unable to get up.
Wow.
And
And you've grown really attached to that one.
Yeah, she's here. Her name's Hope Floats, and she's here. She's not going anywhere. She's done weddings, and she now field hunts, and she's the farm mascot. So she's going to stay until she grows very old.
That must feel amazing, though, to you, to take this animal that some would say doesn't have a hope in the world, and just to see them thrive like that after spending a little bit of time and just giving them a little bit of understanding.
I love it. That's why I do what I do. I mean, I buy and sell them, but I'm very fussy as to who gets what I buy or sell.
Yeah.
And I've bought horses because I feel sorry for them and hope to place them in good homes. And you know, these little girls are good homes,
Yeah. Oh,
and that's what I look for.
Yeah, they're proud to be riding them. You can see that.
Oh, yeah.
Just some of the stories coming out of Forever Green Stables. Coming up, we're going to meet some more young ladies who came here from across the globe, and they're spending some time here, and we'll find out what they do on a day-to-day basis at the farm. We'll see you in a little bit.